Chapter 26, Meeting Grandfather. Corey Nelson, I'd like you to meet my grandfather, Anthony Whitehorse. The three of them were standing at the entrance to the Barrens. It's nice to meet you, young man. Bill has told me all about you. It's nice to meet you too, sir. Please, call me Tony. Corey studied Tony's face. His wrinkled skin and shoulder-length hair with streaks of gray fit more closely the picture Corey had of what a Native American looked like. A silver bolo in the shape of a bear paw hung in the middle of his denim shirt, completing the picture. I'm going to head back to the car to fix the GPS. That will give you and Grandpa a chance to talk. With that, Bill left. Corey shifted his weight from foot to foot, not knowing what to say. Should we sit on the ground? Corey asked. You watch entirely too much TV. Besides, I'd get my pants dirty. Let's just go for a walk. Bill says you know a great deal about this place, so how about giving me the grand tour? Sure. Corey began to feel more comfortable. Talking about the Barrens was something he could do at any time and with anyone. 15 minutes into the walk, Tony changed the subject. Bill said you had something important to ask me. I do, but I don't know how to say it. Words are always a good way to start. Okay, but if it's too stupid, just tell me. Out with it. What I wanted to know about was the connection that Native Americans have, or maybe had, with the land. Corey waited for mocking laughter, but it didn't come. That's a rather perceptive question for someone so young. It's just that I've been reading about how cultures around the world seem to have places that are sacred or spiritual. I'm not sure I'm using the right words here, but you're trying to figure out why this place has become such a part of you. How did you know? I told you before, Bill filled me in on your background. I can also tell by the way you talk about it. It's the same way my neighbor talks about his Jeep. Corey laughed. The best I can do for you is tell you what I know. That would be great. First of all, it would be misleading to talk about Native American culture as if it were a single thing. It would be like saying that all of Europe was the same. I have some friends in France who would not take too kindly to being lumped together with the British, but I think we can get away with making a few generalizations. A deer mouse dashed across the trail as they walked. The land has been the source of food, water, and beauty for as long as people have been on Earth. Our cultural practices reflect the importance of that fact. Plants that were used to treat illnesses came from the earth, as did the clay for pots and the reeds for baskets. When we die, we're buried, and our bodies become part of the land again. So I guess that it only makes sense that there is a reverence for the land. Unfortunately, many people today, including some Native Americans, have lost touch with the land. They spend too much time in air-conditioned buildings and eat in fast food restaurants. The only connection to nature they have is by watching wildlife documentaries on public TV. When they do get outdoors, it's often on a noisy snowmobile or in those little jet boats. I know that doesn't answer your question. It helps, Corey said. Thanks. Well, go ahead and ask that other question. How did you know? I can see it in your face. By the way, you'd never make a good poker player. Corey paused to think about how to phrase his question. Have you ever had an animal talk to you? I mean, in real words? Tony looked surprised for a moment. No, not really. An awkward moment of silence passed, and then Tony continued. Tell me a little more about this. Maybe I'm just going nuts, but something really strange happened last March. Have you ever seen the eagles feed along the river in winter? Yeah, it's incredible. Ben and Ellen took me there when they found out I like birds. That was nice of them. Yeah, it was great. But? Well, I had this eagle land right in front of me. Maybe. What do you mean, maybe? Corey looked to the sky, almost expecting to see a large bird soaring overhead. I think it may have just been a dream, but I wasn't asleep, and it talked to me. Well, like what? It was almost as if my parents were telling me that I was going to be all right. Maybe they were. What? Look, I'm no shaman, and frankly, I don't understand much about that sort of thing, but I believe we all carry a part of the loved ones we've lost with us. I believe that their love, their memories, continue to guide us as we go on with our lives. In that way, we are never really alone. Corey did a double take when he heard those last 3 words. There was no way that logic was going to convince him it was only a coincidence. Tony continued, "Sometimes when I'm walking on my farm, I think about my granddaughter, Bill's sister. I can't say that I actually hear her voice, but it's as if, in a way, she's there with me, especially in the spring when the apples are in bloom. She loved my apple trees. Now, anytime I smell apple blossoms, I think of her." "For me, it's hearing cranes," Corey admitted. "I wish I could be more help, but what fun would life be if someone told you all the answers?" "You mean if someone handed you the cheat codes?" "I don't get it. It's a long story. Here's my advice, and it's got to be good because I'm an old fart." Corey laughed. "Don't believe everything you read. Keep looking for the answers to tough questions and keep listening to the voices you hear." "Thanks." As they walked back toward Bill's car, Tony added, "You're a good kid, Corey. If you're ever passing through the reservation, stop in. I'll tell Bill to bring you up for a weekend sometime." "Cool. Do you have an Indian sweat lodge?" "No, but I have a Finnish sauna." Tony smiled and added, "Yet another stereotype crashes to the ground."